All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be, and welcome to another scene from the Living World of Darkness, Street Magic. Today's scene will be set with Taylor again up and active much earlier than she might prefer. You know, what with it being like all of 2 p.m. Meh. But sleep is kind of hard to come across these days. So while she's looking a little dark under the eyes, she will probably have collected the good doctor, grabbed up a couple energy drinks and shoved them in her pockets, and asked Gretchen for a car, and explained as they head for the door. So I'm going to show you this thing over in the Bronx, this tree thing. Did we explain that to you? I don't remember.
I think so. Not actually sure. I think Ken mentioned it once, maybe twice.
Yeah, so and as Gretchen's pulling the car around and they're getting in, she'll explain. So it's alive. It's apparently supposed to be the world tree. And it's a safe zone. So it is good to go there and be familiar with it, I guess. The tree is alive. It does sometimes kind of manifest like a tree person, apparently, and talk to people. But but yeah, there's that, and then there's the fact that you can step into kind of the, I don't know, spirit world or whatever there. It's kind of wonky.
What?
Oh yeah, we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna show you. But once you step across, you don't leave the park.
Is it safe?
It's safe by the tree.
Okay.
I've been there before. It's not dangerous. You just don't like step over into the spirit world and then, go walking around the city because the city's really creepy in the spirit world. And we're gonna like do for convenience to get them to the Bronx Botanical Gardens. And so yeah, Taylor will hop out of the car, tell Gretchen she'll meet her back in yay much time, and then head into the park. Kind of meandering her way towards this, just, I mean, not insanely large, but definitely large tree at a center point in the park.
When you guys go inside of the park, you guys see Luke is feeding pigeons and cats and dogs. He's like leaving stuff there.
And she'll just kind of pause. Luke?
The man who was feeding pigeons kind of looks towards there. It is Taylor.
You're a little young to be, doing the pigeon feeding thing, aren't you?
What can I say? I like animals. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. You doing okay?
I am quite fine. He slowly comes near Taylor, extends a hand.
And she'll offer a hand back. Oh, and she kind of glances over at Dr. Clark there because she can't remember if he's decided on some sort of handle. This is new guy.
I have met with the Mark in the Oblivion. Hello.
Mark again.
Mark, right?
Clark.
Oh, so you told him it was Mark, by the way?
No, I swear I said Clark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. He made a mistake. It's fine. He says I apologize. My mistake.
Perfectly all right.
I hope everything is going fine.
I think so. Taylor was showing me this tree that's apparently the world tree.
And seeing as they're out and about, she'll kind of like make the little hushy hush gesture, but kind of jerk a thumb towards it. I mean, we can go over there and then talk where nobody can hear us.
He nods.
And so she'll kind of hurry scurry that direction. And once they've gotten to the tree, even Tellurian's side, it has a big old door set into the trunk, which, while weird, doesn't seem to stop her in the least from kind of walking over and popping it open and kind of glancing back to see if they're planning to follow.
Luke is following. I think you need to touch like a rune to enter the Umbra.
Essentially, there's a spot inside where the gauntlet is 0.
Okay.
And Clark will follow, sort of apprehensively.
And she'll pull out her phone and turn on the flashlight features so that they can see when she closes the door behind them. And then we'll kind of point it towards a section of the inside of the trunk and kind of reach over and be like, so this, I think, right about here. And she kind of sets her hand on the wall, as it were, or goes to, but her hand just kind of goes through. Yep.
Right there, yes.
And so she'll make sure that Clark especially can kind of see where, and then we'll go ahead and step through.
Okay. And he will step through as well.
And Luke will follow last.
And so once they're on the other side, she'll open the door. And Clark will be treated to his first look at the Umbra, at least inside this park.
So, is the park the same for every Vidare?
I don't know. I know it's been described as essentially just being normal, like werewolf style Umbra. At least every time I've been there.
Okay.
Potentially because it's a guy in spirit doing it? I don't know. But as far as I know, it's whichever Videra that is.
Okay.
So yeah, she'll flick open the door so they can see what they're doing and go ahead and step outside and hold it open for them, turning off the flashlight on her phone, tucking it back into one of her pockets. And then as Clark goes to step outside, we'll point up. Grinning.
He'll look up.
This tree is so much bigger. So much bigger.
It's a weird feeling for the first timers. But I have been explaining everything is kind of weird.
Yes. This is very different.
And it's the same thing that, I mean, you already know is there. The garden is just more wild, more verdant, more green, and the city beyond is covered in creepy webs. So as they get out and Taylor finally closes the door again, she'll pat the trunk and say, "Thank you." And then just find a nearby root to sit on.
The Luke kind of like sits with her, sits kind of close to her, but not that close. He, pats, not the pat, I'm not gonna say pats, but he tries to create a good place for Clark as well. And he will just say, "Are you?" guys seeing bad dreams as well?
When I can sleep.
He looks at Clark.
Yep.
So, um, I will explain a couple things if you guys don't mind me explaining that I learned and I think more people needs to know.
Okay. And Taylor is glancing around real quick to make sure. Because, I mean, she knows that other people can come here.
Yeah,
So she just kind
Gar.
of makes sure the coast is clear and then kind of nods.
Luke also make sure that nobody's around. But he's seeing Garus around here, so
Yeah, in theory, the worst we'd see is one of the Guardian patrols either coming or going, but not paying much attention.
the Luke kind of like takes a deep breath and then starts. So the couple 1 month ago, we had the experience of seeing these huge sigils in the area every area we call New York. In whole New York, everywhere there were these huge, weird sigils that only appears to the eyes of the Magi, as far as we know. And
Yeah, aren't
these,
they still everywhere?
yeah, the I think they are, but I think some of them are lost. That's I didn't see them for a while. The this These were the written in the language of the angels. And after some time, we learned that someone was trying to summon demons. The sigils,
Okay.
they're appearing to be the minor summoning and binding sigils, and they were calling it. This is like something I got from one of the masters, by the way, and it's a calling to something called Children of Damagaz. It is greeting them, and it's like binding them around here and binding them to the flesh. Like I don't know what this means, but
Do you mean
maybe
there's like possessed people wandering around?
I don't know, but I think that might be a thing because like binding them to the flesh means something different. That can be different. That's what has
Sounds
been
like
told me.
giving bodies, binding
Ew.
to the flesh, giving them bodies.
But are they giving them like occupied bodies or their own bodies? Because
I
occupied
don't
is
know.
just rude.
This like Children of Damagad appears to be a major elder demon, long since banished from this world and sealed away with other infernal entities. The sigils or appear already has been spent, which has been learned by the spiritual traces and the residue left of them.
So they're all over the place, but they've already done their thing.
I think so.
Why are they still
Um,
there?
I have an idea, but I'm not sure. And this was like I was trying to meet with others, but um, this sleep thing kind of makes me really tired. Um, so I don't know how to explain this because I know everybody has a different view on what they are. So um,
Seems
I
like
will. Oh, please go on.
no. Go ahead.
The So like what I will try to do is explain this in a really similar way, which is we are all seeing these bad dreams. Magi's are seeing these bad dreams. It's not coincidence that we are seeing bad dreams. There's a reason that we are seeing these dreams. Then, whenever I saw when there's a magic is being cast, we can track it by the prime site. And when you activate your prime site, you see the magic around you. I checked my brain. I checked myself, not my brain.
Clark will raise a finger at this.
Please.
Prime site?
The-
Mark.
Magic site, kind of like the stuff we did before, but there's one where you can see just magic.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I checked myself with prime site, and there's something magical. It's obvious. It looks like it's like lacking magical. It's like how do I say this? It looks like there isn't magic, and there's just like simply void.
In you?
Yeah, in our brain most of the time. And I think that is the magic itself, because it is different as far as I can see. That I don't see what I see, what I saw in other people. I don't see it before. So basically,
wait a second.
Go on.
Is this affecting normal people?
No.
So.
Are you sure? Like, haven't you heard the news about people, like someone literally died from like insomnia?
I didn't watch news for a really long time.
Yeah, this is affecting normal people. They're not sleeping either.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, is there anyone that isn't being affected?
I got no idea.
Because what you're describing, at least in a semi-professional opinion, sounds like some sort of disease or parasite.
I mean, is that how it works? I mean, I guess
it's possible.
It is possible.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like there's an infection. Whether or not it's magical in origin is up to interpretation, I guess. But it sounds like someone has, with these summonings or whatever, has unleashed some sort of sickness.
And she'll look pensive for a couple seconds and kind of perk up. Do you think it stretches past where all the symbols and stuff are? Like, I wonder if it's just New York. I wonder if there's like a line where it ends.
I have a theory, but it is a weird one. Which basically most tourists start with.
Well, no offense, but we are deeply entrenched in weird right now. I mean, and he looks around at the various little spirits hopping and playing around.
Yeah.
Very deeply entrenched in weird right now.
I agree. I'm sorry. It's just I get used to this. I was like yourself. It was all weird to me as well. But you are completely right. We are all entrenched in weird right now. So it is either a disease that someone created, or it is a curse because someone made us see bad dreams. Even it doesn't have to be about entropy magic, but we are seeing bad dreams.
Right.
So,
But historically speaking, curses have often sicknesses, plagues have often been attributed to curses.
Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a curse on some mummy and the guy got an infection and died?
Yep.
so
The theory behind that is Tutankhamun died of some sort of malignant illness when the tomb was cracked open. The bacteria infected the excavators.
have you played the game Plague?
I have.
So imagine this infection as the game, and there was a starting point.
There's always patient zero. Always.
Exactly. And I think we can find patient zero.
You think?
Correspondence is the magic of seeing, how do I say, distances. It's about the distances. If someone put a magic on us, that means we are all connected. If someone puts viruses to us
I was
with
going to
magic,
say, isn't it also the magic of things that are connected?
exactly.
So if you had some of my hair, it would be connected to me, and that's what you would use to see me. So,
But if it was an infection, you wouldn't necessarily have to do that. That's how diseases are spread. It's not necessarily, you have patient zero, and patient zero may come into contact with 10 people. And those 10 people come into contact with 10 more people each. So on and so forth.
If this is a curse, if this is a infection that is being started, we can try to check with correspondence along with life sight. Prime and mind as it affects our minds, prime as its magic. So if our theory is correct and we are all connected to each other, that would show that yes, this is true that we are all connected. And in that game called Plague, there were highlighted areas on how the disease goes and how the disease doesn't go in certain places. What stops the disease and what not stops the disease in geographical places. Like if you went to Atlanta, Canada, the cold stops the disease. Maybe we can create the map for this, or where we can see geographically where it's more. And if this is a curse, we can see as it's being implemented to all of us, or it is implemented to a certain place that we are in, we can see where it comes from, as there's always a patient zero, in this case, someone who does this magic. So
Right.
basically what I'm saying is, let's use our magic, let's find someone who has correspondence, entropy, mind, life, or we can try to do it all our own, try to give us each other try to make us see, try to make us, or try to make each other see how we see things. I have seen this happen before. I think Violet was the one who made me see spiritual realm, and I first didn't believe it. So maybe
Sounds
with
like
this way, we can find patient zero, or the person who calls the curse. That was my plan, and I was looking for help for people who has correspondence and entropy, because I don't have them.
We should also probably try to find people who may be immune or haven't been infected yet.
He nods. That is also correct.
Hmm.
Perhaps we can find, if we find people who have been immune, who are immune, perhaps we can find out why. And we can work out perhaps some inoculation to this curse or disease, or however you want to describe it.
He nods. I'm trying to reach everybody, as everybody is useful in some way.
And I'm going to do a thing. Taylor's gonna pull out a bit of macrame. That never finished project that she always seems to have on her. You swear she must be like picking it out periodically. And so she'll pull that out and start fiddling with it and knotting it. And say, I'm just gonna check a thing. And we going to prime site. And that's what? It's normally 5, I think, but we're sitting right next to a fucking node. So 4. And let's extend it just to see if I can get it for a little longer. Nope.
Yeah, that takes away that success.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
I think that's a botch.
I don't know if it goes round by round like that.
I think it is. As far as I know, it goes round and round like that.
Well, then I will consult Shelby for the results of that docs. So she'll start and look a little peeved and continue, and then promptly grab her head and go, ow, fuck, ow, shit.
You alright?
That sucked.
What did you try to do?
I was trying to look at the magic.
How do you do that?
Kind of the same way as the other stuff we practiced. If
So
you
it's like,
have a knack for it, you're just kind of looking. Like, I don't know, think of it kind of like one of those little mind's eye things where you have to kind of unfocus your eyes so you can see the other thing in the picture.
okay.
So kind of like that. It's something we
Hmm.
do in theory. It's just you have to figure out how to look at it right. If I use my
Can I
tricks,
see
usually
that?
I can see the
And-
weave.
Can I see that? And he looks at the. He points at the macrame.
And she'll shrug and offer it to him.
And he will pull out his. He will pull out his sort of jeweler's glasses. These are basically safety glasses that have 2 magnifying bits on them. Slip them on. He'll focus in on the macrame.
It is a very, very tight, very tidy weave. Certainly.
Very good at this. And he will sort of concentrate on seeing past the weave.
Dun dun dun.
Let's see. And he gets 1 success.
Woo!
How long can you extend rolls for with RT1?
I don't know based on Arate. I know like based on stamina and shit, but
I think you can keep going if it's not a grand ritual, but we all know different shit. So
yeah, as far as I know, it's essentially fast casting, so you can go for another round, but it's +1 diff for every added roll.
Oh, okay. It'll sort of flicker, and he'll try to really concentrate. Spending a willpower if that's applicable. I think it is. And
So
glad I
you get
spent that willpower. That's
Yep.
2 successes. So
it's enough to hold out for a little bit.
effect and duration. Yep.
exactly.
And he'll sort of look around. Okay. Huh.
Okay, but do you like if you look at us, does it look like there's something wrong? Like I feel like I would have seen maybe snarls or knots in the weave, but I don't know what you see.
Also, you are near level 5 OC, level 5 node, so like probably it's shining light. The
Yeah.
node, not us.
Let's let us consult one of the STs really quick.
Poke DEM.
I poke them. Now we wait a little while. In the meantime, he's going to look around and sort of look at the tree. That's bright.
Oh yeah, don't look into the sun.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do that, man. It will hurt your eyes.
That's bright.
Pretty neat though, right? I wonder if you could use your other. What happens if you use more than one of those at the same time?
I don't know if I can do that.
Okay, good point. Hey Luke, have you
Okay.
ever used more than one kind of sight at the same time?
I think I did once, and then it did explode on me, so I didn't try it again. Oh, see, I botched the roll. So
Yeah, fair.
This is odd.
It's odd.
Okay, so I can see magic. I can see things, items, objects, and I can see people much greater than I could before.
It was just a thought that if you could do that and do the one where you looked at people, maybe you'd see something overlaid between both of them.
Maybe.
But yeah, I wouldn't push it. You don't want this headache.
And OOC, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So, Taylor, I hope everything is okay.
Yeah. Now that Ken's back.
talked with
Everything's
him.
better.
I talked with him. I talked with her. It is really Ken.
Mhm.
First, I didn't believe, actually. Then I believed her when we talked in the tree. Nobody
Yeah.
can moan
If it-
like her. And when I say moan, it's like, she just start talking about everything and how it was weird. And I realized, yeah, it is really Ken, because nobody can express their feeling like this.
Well, yeah, if it wasn't really Ken, how would he have gotten into the chantry?
That is another thing.
Yeah. Past all the guardians, past all the guards, past all the forget this is even here, if you even knew it was here. If it wasn't really Ken, he couldn't have just shown up. I mean, right?
I totally agree with you. You are someone who lived with him, so I trust your words. And I made my own judgment when I met with him. It is still weird that he came back. I saw his body.
I'm
But
glad I didn't.
yeah, I'm happy that he is back.
Yeah. I still check on him a lot. So who have you talked to about looking at this stuff?
Ken,
Yeah, but I don't think Ken can see any of that stuff.
I'm not in Oblivion anymore, so
Where are you?
nowhere.
Do you have a place to stay?
I do. I have my house.
Okay.
Um, um, I will ask Isis to help with the correspondence, and I'll try to find someone with entropy. Probably Jade.
Yeah. That, and I think she makes healing stuff, so maybe she can do life too. If you can get
Exactly.
someone to do maybe more than one and kind of pinpoint it, like putting layers over it,
It'd be better. You're right.
maybe. I mean, I've never tried to do that either. Titan!
So, yeah. It's
I
not
feel
to.
like that would be a blue book thing,
What?
since neither of them is answered.
Yeah. So, we'll blue book it, or basically not to hold up not to hold up a scene further. Um, since it's like his first activation, we could just say, he does it. He's not really sure.
Yep.
So,
He clearly needs to think about it and mull over what he saw.
Mm-hmm. So he'll look at the two of you and basically go, I'm thinking this needs more study. I'm not sure. There needs to be a little bit more experimentation.
Well, I mean, we live in the same place now, so I guess look whenever. We'll figure it out.
Fair enough.
I think it is a big problem, and it is affecting our magic.
It
Now
is
we have
affecting your magic.
and we have the technocracy problem now, and our main weapons are our magic against them. So it is really important, as far as I can see.
I can agree to that.
I'm sorry, say again?
I can agree to that.
No, what was he suggesting?
Luke said that this problem is actually bigger than we think, as it's affecting our magic, and we're fighting with technocracy, and our main weapons are magic, so it is affecting us.
Yeah, but it's probably affecting them too.
You're right about that.
It's a shame they're the way they are, and we can't like have some little skeezy contact guy be like, "Hey, bro, are you dying inside too from lack of sleep? Because I am."
You see Luke laughs when you say like, "Hey, bro." That is
I'm just
human.
saying that'd be pretty cool.
Exactly. You're right. Would you? I really apologize. Being in the spirit realm kind of gives me headache. Well, would you two be interested in coffee? Starbucks coffee.
Oh my god, I always like coffee.
Best in Queens.
Maybe not the coffee, but your espresso's damn good.
Thank you. The Along with the best view on the Queens, probably the most Queens at the Starbucks. Starbucks is at the Queens. Sorry. Oh god. I should make my PR skills better.
So she'll kind of give Clark an elbow nudge, especially if he looks like he's zoning out because he's looking at crazy shit. You game for some Starbucks?
Coffee, yes.
That was a good
That would
knee-jerk
be good.
answer.
Okay. Luke gets up and extends his hands both Taylor and Clark to help them up get up.
Yeah, she'll take a hoist. Why not?
Yeah. So how do we get out of here?
The same way we came in.
Exactly.
It's like a little rip in reality or something. You just step through.
Okay. That doesn't seem perfectly safe, but okay.
Yeah, it works. Haven't gotten trapped on either side yet. Just be very polite to the tree.
If you see a tree lady, just be polite to her.
I will.
And so she will again, as they're all filing through, will give the tree an awkward pat and say thank you again before stepping through.
Okay. Um, should we end the scene there?
Yes, I think that is a good place to end with them going for much needed espressos. So, with espresso on the brain, I will say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching, NSTs for eventually answering our silly questions. And we will see you next time on the Living World of Darkness, Street Magic, Jazz Hands.